Hey y'all, Trailer Trish here. So I'm on my lunch break and I just got something I've never gotten before. So y'all know I love Taco Bell, obviously. I made a couple videos, I think, where I'm eating Taco Bell. But I was talking to my boss and I was like, I'm not really sure what I want for lunch. And he's like, I'm not much of a Taco Bell person, but I really like the bowl. And I was like, I've never had the bowl. Like, I've tried everything at Taco Bell and I've never had the bowl. So I got the bowl. So we're gonna try that and see how it is, the chicken cantina bowl. But I'm still driving back to work, so I'm not gonna start eating till I get back there. But I just wanted to start the video now because I think I'm gonna have a lot to say about this and I want to make sure I get it all talked about before my break is over. So today we're going to talk about Nichol Kessinger. Now, if you don't know who Nichol Kessinger is, she is Chris Watts' mistress. And if you don't know who Chris Watts is, he is a guy that his wife, who was pregnant, and his two daughters, so that's 4 people that he, and he disposed of them at his work site. So I watch a lot of videos about this case still to this day because I don't think that they have fully given justice to those family members, because Chris just pled guilty and now he's serving his time, but I think he was protecting Nichol. And I don't know why, because he got life in prison, no parole, so he can't ever be with her again. But now he's coming out saying that it's all her fault. Now, what he means by that, I don't know. If he means he really wanted to be with her and he thought that was the only way, or if she just influenced him by saying she didn't want kids, or she was pressuring him to get divorced and he didn't want to pay like child support and stuff like that, or if she actually had a hand in the act. So there is a really good YouTuber. I'll put a link to his channel below. His name is Zawoki, I believe. And he does videos almost every day about this, and he does really long videos, really in depth. He goes over the tiniest little details of the case. There's a ton of information. So yeah, if you want more information about this case specifically, go to his channel and binge watch his content. But sometimes he brings things up that I think harder about, and I go back and watch the footage, and there's some specific footage. If you're familiar or not familiar with the case, I'll explain. There is some footage from his neighbor's camera that's angled at his driveway, and it catches his truck being pulled further into the garage so he could load up the people. So he's never done this before, according to the neighbor. He's never pulled his truck in because he tried to say, oh, I was loading up tools. BS. So he's like, that's a little odd. So cops came, Chris came, and there's body cam footage of this interaction with the police. So after the police watch the footage on this man's television, Chris leaves the house, and the guy is like, he's not acting right. Something's up with him. And that's kind of what led them to suspect him. Also, I don't know what percent, it's a high percent, but for some reason, family annihilators is common. Men, and sometimes women, instead of going through with a divorce, they choose another option, which is insane. So there was an interview with him on the news where he's pleading for his family to come home because they left. They didn't leave. He was caught very quickly because his wife, like I said, was pregnant, and his wife's co-worker and best friend, Nicole Atkinson, not to be confused with Nichol Kessinger, we call her NK in the community. Nicole Atkinson thought it was weird that she didn't go to her doctor's appointment. So she called Chris, she called the cops, everybody came to the house, and Chris like tried to get the kids like taken out of school. Like, he did all this stuff. Like, it was very obvious very quick who did this. But if you watch the footage of the driveway, you see a second set of feet, and you see a shadow of a ponytail and a purse. And the crazy thing about this purse is the shape and size of it. It was white and kind of like almost wallet size, a little bigger. And if you watch the interview footage, because they interrogated Chris, they only interviewed Nichol, even though she lied about literally everything. She's wearing the same purse in the video that she's wearing during her interview with the police. So she deleted like all of her messages between her and Chris. She tried to lie and say that she didn't know anything about Shanann, which was Chris's wife. Meanwhile, she had been stalking Shanann on Facebook for like a year before she even started this affair, supposedly. Who knows how long it was really going on, because you got two liars, so who you gonna believe? But she had been stalking Shanann longer than Chris, so I'm wondering if maybe she came up as a people you may know on Facebook or something, because they lived in the same area, and she was like, oh, like, let me like follow this chick, and then she's like, oh, I think her husband's hot, let me go after him. And then she got a job where Chris worked. So I've heard rumors that they went to the same gym and that's how they knew each other. Totally a rumor, don't have a clue if that's true. All of this is alleged, this is all just my opinion, but there's so much evidence that I can't let it go. The world can't let it go. This is like Casey Anthony level, y'all. Like, that girl's guilty, okay? She's guilty. And Casey, don't sue me, that's my opinion as well. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say Nichol Kessinger was involved in this crime. And I think it was actual involvement, actual partaking in it. So people think that she was with Chris and ambushed her when she came into the house from her work trip. I believe that 100%. Chris was supposedly sleeping in the basement at this time, and there's people assuming that maybe Nichol was in the basement hiding. But yeah, I think that, I don't know specifics if I think that maybe she took care of the kids and he took care of Shanann, or vice versa, or they both did all of it. I don't know, because he tried to say that he the girls and then Shanann, and then, wow, you guys, pause for this beautiful bowl of chickeny deliciousness. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. So yeah, nobody really knows who did what or what, because he said lots of different stuff. He said that he took care of the girls at home, and then the wife, and then the girls woke up from their like, and then he took them alive in the truck to the site, buried Shanann, and then took care of the kids again and put them in oil tanks that were like this big around. So like they had to be like pushed through this tiny hole. Like, it's so sad, these cute little girls. But yeah, so I guess like Nichol was trying to play it off, saying like their relationship wasn't that serious, even though she was looking up wedding dresses. And that is good. She can remember all these weird little details, but she can't remember what they talked about the night before all this happened for like an hour on the phone, or like right after it happened or something. Also, her truck was seen at his house that day, and her phone pinged in the area. And then the cop is just like interviewing her, and she's like, I wasn't there, like I had nothing to do with it. Like, she wants to be Amber Fry. Honey, you're not Amber Fry, okay? You're not Amber Fry, okay? Scott Peterson did the same thing to his wife, and his mistress didn't know she was a mistress. They were dating separately from his life. He made all these excuses and lied to her and all this crap. That poor girl, she got roped into something she didn't even know what she was doing. So, honey, you're not her. So, people also think maybe her friend, I can't remember his name, Jim, I believe his name is Jim, as her like friend slash probably also her lover, that he might have been involved. People are trying to say like there was witchcraft involved. I don't believe that. Like, y'all know I'm a spooky girl. I'm into witchy stuff. Like, I love sage, I love crystals. I know black magic is bad. Like, I would never do anything to harm anyone. Not that I can do magic. I'm just saying, like, I would never attempt to put a spell on somebody in a negative way. That's not what magic is for. So I don't really believe that, but like, people have brought that up. So definitely think she was more involved. Definitely hoping that finally the cops are going to do something about it. I doubt it, but I feel like a lot of YouTubers, especially Zawoki, give a lot of a crap about it and aren't letting it go. So hopefully someday something can happen, because apparently, I don't remember if I said this yet, but she like changed her name and like she's like trying to like hide or whatever, but apparently she's still writing Chris in jail. So who knows? This is all just like the Gypsy video. This is all just my gibberish just coming out my brain, but I just wanted to come on, give my 2 cents about her. Let me know what you guys think. If you paid attention to this case, what are your theories about this? Do you think she was involved? How involved do you think she was? Let's see if we can get this girl locked up too, because man, oh man, these poor little girls. Like, if I was Shanann up in heaven or wherever she is in the world, I would be looking down at this NK girl every day like, girl, why aren't you in jail yet? All right, y'all have a good night. Bye.